Okay, good morning to everyone. So for today's procurement activity, this 4th day of July 2025, the Bids and Awards Committee will be conducting the opening of bids for 2 goods and services projects to be followed by the Preventive conference for 5 civil works. Okay, so to start, may I request everyone to stand for a prayer to be led by DJ and Maharlika.
Okay, let's bow our heads and let us pray. Father in heaven, in the quiet moments of our heart, we thank you for the gift of life and for the grace you give us. Lord, today we ask for your common presence to calm our thoughts, our emotion, and easing our restless mind. Help us to focus on promises of peace and prosperity instead of our worries and our fears. Pray that you will guide us and protect us throughout this entire day, especially on today's procurement activities. Give us more strength to face the challenges that may come our day. Please let us continue to feel your boundless care and to love to our family, our friends, especially for those facing hardship for their lives. Lord, give us a humble heart to magnify your glory. In Jesus' mighty name, we ask. Amen.
Okay. May I request Engineer Cagayan, please check the attendance, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning to everybody. For the members of the Works Committee, we have Sir Stephen Delot, the Vice Chairman. We have Sir Armando Encafuguan, the Vice Chairman. We have Ma'am Mary Queen Imuki. We have Sir Edmund Bidaluna. As the attendance of the members of the Bids and Awards Committee, there exists a quorum.
Okay, so there being a quorum, I now declare this procurement activity to order. Please proceed, sir.
As the members of our technical voting group, Secretariat and other, we have Sir David Hidalgo, we have Sir Edwin Galano, we have Sir Harold Alvarez, we have Sir Elmer Escobar, Sir Joel Busi, and Iman Mia Sandra Gilimu, and the members of the Box Secretariat, we have Sir Hilario Y. Kasim, we have Ma'am B.P. Jane Pasqua, we have Ma'am Joyce and Laksa, we have Ma'am Cristel Capello, Ma'am Salome Calibat, and yours truly. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jun. So to start, we have 2 projects or contracts subject for opening of bids. These are contract ID 24GB026, supply and delivery of various heavy equipment parts and supplies for use to replace the defective parts of train F5-365. And the second contract is 25GB011, maintenance, repair, rehabilitation of infrastructure facilities and other related activities, maintenance services for automated traffic data collection program, maintenance of traffic survey site at Macate, Bambang, Nueva, Vizcaya. So we start with the first contract, 24GB026. So Sir Jun, please recognize the representative from our participating group.
Thank you again, Mr. Chair. For the representative of Civic Merchandising Incorporated Loan Bidder, we have Sir John L. Bakay. Thank you, sir. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So for contract ID 24GB026, the ABC for this particular project contract is 4,918,469 pesos, and the contract duration is 30 calendar days. We only have one participating bidder for this contract, Civic Merchandising Incorporated. So we now proceed in the opening of the technical proposal of our loan bidder. So I have with me the original technical proposal submitted by Civic Merchandising Incorporated. Time check is 10:21.
Civic Merchandising Incorporated. Build-up certificate of registration. Signed, platinum membership. Certificate is valid until March 10, 2026. Signed. Check. List of ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Sign check. Validation of financial documents. Sign check. The amount of 10,162,711 pesos and 11 centavos. Bid securing declaration. Bid security. The form of bid security declaration. Signed and notarized. Check. Statement of single largest completed contract. Preventive and corrective maintenance of all amphibious excavators with TB7, A4, F54, A4, 455, A456, and A457. With amount of 8,666,750 pesos and 80 centavos. Time check. Technical specifications. Sign check. And power requirements. Sign check. Companies after sales service. Signed and notarized. Check. Omnibus warrant statement with debt process. Signed and notarized. Check.
Okay, so considering that the non-participating bidder complied with the requirements as per checklist, let's now proceed in the opening of the financial component of its bid. Okay, so I have with me the original component, financial component of the bid submitted by Civic Merchandising Incorporated. Time check is 10:25.
For the financial components submitted by Civic Merchandising Incorporated. We have the bid form. Time check. Price schedule. Sign check.
Apply. Okay, so the loan bidder likewise complied with the requirements as per checklist for the financial component of the bid. So we can now read the amount of bid, sir.
The amount bid offered by Civic Merchandising Incorporated is 4,958,469 pesos only. I repeat, 4,958,469 pesos with no discount offered to security.
Ulit nga, sir.
4,958,469 pesos.
Okay. So, the total amount of bid submitted by the loan bidder, Civic Merchandising Incorporated, is 4,958,469 pesos only, and no discount being offered. So, to the representative of the bidder, please be informed that your bid will still be subjected to bid evaluation and post-qualification. Okay, so we proceed now to the second contract. This is contract ID 25GP011. Contract name, maintenance, repair, and rehabilitation of infrastructure facilities and other related activities, maintenance services for automated traffic data collection program, maintenance of traffic survey site at Macate, Bambang, Nueva, Vizcaya. The ABC for this contract is 1,300,300 pesos only, and the contract duration is 45 calendar days. We only have one participating bidder, Total Innovative Security Solutions Incorporated. So, Sir Jun, please recognize the representative.
Thank you again, Mr. Chair. For the sole bidder, Total Innovative Security Solutions Incorporated, the representative is Mr. Vincent Paulo Di Soriano. Thank you, sir. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so let's now proceed in the opening of the technical component of the bid of the loan bidder. So I have with me the original technical proposal submitted by Total Innovative Security Solutions Incorporated. Time check is 10:30.
For the technical components submitted by Total Innovative Security Solutions Incorporated, Field Games Registration with Platinum membership, valid until July 18, 2025. Is upon all ongoing government and private contracts. Sign check. NFCC, an amount of 1,118,366,628 pesos and 11 centavos. Check. Bid security, the form of bid security declaration, signed and notarized. Check. SLCC, sign check with amount of 3,700,486 pesos. Sign check. Technical specifications. Sign check. Manpower and equipment schedule. Sign check. Warranty certificate. Sign check. Omnibus form statement with 10 clauses, signed and notarized. Check.
Okay, so the loan bidder, Total Innovative Security Solutions Incorporated, complied with the requirements as per checklist. So we can now proceed in the opening of the financial component of the bid of the loan bidder. So Here is now the original financial component of the bid submitted by Total Innovative Security Solutions Incorporated. Time check is 10:30.
For financial components submitted by Total Innovative Security Solutions Incorporated. We have the bid form, sign check. Price schedule, sign check.
Comply.
Okay, so considering that the loan bidder complied with the requirements for financial component of the bid, we can now read the amount of bids.
The amount offered by Total Innovative Security Solutions Incorporated is 1,300,250 pesos, 252 pesos only. I repeat, 1,300,252 pesos only, with no discount offered, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So the total amount of bids submitted by the loan bidder, Total Innovative Security Solutions Incorporated, is 1,300,252 pesos. No discount being offered by the bidder. So to the representative, please be informed that the bid will still be subjected to bid evaluation and post-evaluation. So we will be informing you as to the result of our evaluation. Okay, so do we have any other matters to discuss pertaining to the opening of bids? Okay. Hearing none, so may I request a motion for adjournment?
Sir Chair, I move for the adjournment of this procurement activity.
Okay, so after the motion, duly seconded, I now declare this opening of bids adjourned. Okay, good morning once again to everyone. So for the second part of today's procurement activity, we will be having the Preventive conference for 5 civil works projects. We will be maintaining the same attendance as we had a while back. So for this Preventive conference, we will be discussing these 5 civil work projects to be followed by the presentation for the requirements of bidding documents. So we start with contract ID 25B00139. So may I request Sir June once again to recognize any representative from our prospective bidders.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning again. We have acknowledged the presence of the representative of the prospective bidder for the contract ID 25B00139 in the person of Mr. Rosario Maharlika. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay, good morning, sir. So, for this particular contract, 25B00139, this will be presented to us by Engineer Mia Lermo. Ma'am, proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. For 25B00139 with project name 001, ensure safe and reliable national road system, bridge program, widening of permanent bridges, Nagilian Bridge along Maharlika Highway, located at Barangay Palatao, Nagilian, Isabela. The implementing office is DPWH Regional Office 2 with funding source FY 2025 GAE. The approved budget for the contract is 38,600,000. The brief project description is widening of permanent bridges with bridge length of 687.8 meters. The first approach length is 265.8 meters and the second approach length is 266.72 meters with drainage and slope protection structures and road safety facilities. For the scope of works, we have other general requirements, earthworks, sub-base and base course, surface course, road bridge construction, drainage and slope protection structures, and miscellaneous structures. For the contract duration, we have networking days of 106 days, with 10 predetermined unworkable days and 30 days, Sundays, and holidays, with a total contract duration of 146 calendar days. For the eligibility requirements, the required pickup license is size range of at least medium E. The SLCC, the bidder should have completed a contract on major category of works with a construction cost of at least 50% of the ABC of the contract to be bid, which is equivalent to 19,300,000. For the major category of work, it's roads construction, PCCP, and the similar categories of works are roads rehabilitation, PCCP, and roads construction, PCCP. For the project requirements, the work experience requirements for the key personnel is shown on the screen, and also please refer to the bid data sheet of the bidding documents. But it is emphasized that the materials engineer assigned to the project must be an accredited materials engineer 1 and must be compliant to the Department Order 98 series of 2016, the revised guidelines on the accreditation of contractors, consultants, materials engineer. For the minimum major requirements, equipment requirements, please refer to the bid data sheet of the bidding documents, and it is also shown on the screen. And it is noted that for the complete batching plant, it must be accredited by the Bureau of Research and Standards and must be at least mobile or portable batching plant. Complete mixture must be by hand. That's all, sir.
Okay, any comment from the members of the BUC or from the DPWH? From the representative of the bidder? Sir, may question? Baka lang meron. Wala? Okay, so since we don't have any question or point of clarification for that particular contract, so we proceed to the next. This is contract ID 25B0074. Okay, Ma'am Christel, do we have any viewers online? Okay, na. So this particular contract will be presented to us by Sir Edwin Galano, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. For the second project, contract ID number 25B00074, project name Convergence and Special Support Program, Special Road Fund, Motor Vehicle Users Charge as per RA 11239, Rehabilitation, Reconstruction, Upgrading of Damaged paved roads, primary roads along Maharlika Highway, KO 263 plus 000 to KO 264 plus 432.5, KO 264 plus 881.5 to KO 265 plus 530, KO 273 plus 392 to KO 275 plus 626.7, KO 279 plus 000 to KO 280 plus 596, KO 281 plus 000 to KO 281 plus 101, KO 282 plus 801 to KO 283 plus 444. And KO 290 plus 207 to KO 291 plus 000. The location of this project is in Bayumbong, Solano, Bagaba, Vizcaya. Implementing Office, DPWH Regional Office 2. Funding source, FY 2025 GAA. ABC is 196,540,585 pesos. Project description, road construction. The length is 7.2554 kilometer, which is equivalent to 14.5108 lane kilometer as per survey with road safety facilities. For the scope of works, we have facilities for the engineers, other general requirements, earthworks, sub-base and base courses, surface course, miscellaneous structures. For the contract duration, we have 342 calendar days. For the eligibility requirements, required pickup license, size range of at least medium V. For SLCC, bidders should have completed a contract on major category of works with a construction cost of at least 50% of the ABC of the contract to be bid, which is equivalent to 98,270,292 pesos and 50 centavos. For the major category of work, RCP, roads, construction, PCCP, similar categories of work, RRP, roads, rehabilitation, PCCP, RCTP, roads, construction, tunnel, PCCP. For the project requirements, work experience for the key personnel, materials engineer, should be an accredited materials engineer too. And must be compliant to DPWH 098 series of 2016, revised guidelines of the accreditation of contractors, consultants, materials engineer. For the minimum major equipment requirement, please refer to the 336 of the bidding document. But it should be noted that the concrete batching plant must be accredited by the Bureau of Research and Standards, must at least portable mechanical batching plant. Concrete mixture must be by weight as per the 0253 series of 2021. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay, any question? For that particular project, we presented by Sir Henry. Bayumbong, Solano, Bagaba, Vizcaya. As to the equipment requirements, Sir Bong, okay na to? May asphalt. Okay, so we proceed to the third contract, 25B0087. Sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the next project, we have contract ID number 25B00087. Project name, O1, ensure safe and reliable national road system. Asset preservation program. Preventive maintenance, primary roads along Maharlika Highway, Cagayan Road. From KO 516 to KO 519. And then KO 523 plus 400 to KO 524. And then KO 528 to plus 330 to KO 528 plus 655. KU 532 plus 693 to KU 533 plus 367. The location of the project is in Alcala and Cagayan. Implementing Office, DPWH Regional Office 2. Funding source, FY 2025 GAA. ABC of the project is 219,007,715 pesos. Brief project description, asphalt overlay. Length 4.6267 km or 13.0616 lane kilometer as per survey, with selective road reblocking works and road safety facilities. For the scope of works, we have facilities for the engineer, other general requirements, earthworks, sub-base and base courses, surface courses, and then miscellaneous structures. For the contract duration, the total contract duration is 196 calendar days. For the eligibility requirements, required pickup license, size range of at least medium B. SLCC, bidders should have completed a contract on major categories of work with a construction cost of at least 50% of the ABC of the contract to be bid, which is equivalent to 109,503,857 pesos and 50 centavos. Major category of work, RCA, roads, construction, asphalt. Similar categories of work, RRA, roads, rehabilitation, asphalt. For the project requirements, work experience requirements for the key personnel. Again, materials engineer should be an accredited materials engineer too. And must be compliant with the DPWH DO 98 series of 2016, revised guidelines and the accreditation of contractors, consultants, material engineers. For the minimum major equipment requirement, please refer to the bid data sheet of the bidding documents as shown in the for minimum. Okay. Note, for concrete batching plant, must be accredited by the Bureau of Research and Standards, must be at least portable mechanical batching plant, as per DO 253 series of 2003. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Any question for the third contract? Sir? Okay, we proceed to the fourth, 25B00130. Sir Epi.
Thank you again, Mr. Chair. For the next project, contract ID number 25B00130. Project name, 001, ensure safe and reliable national road system, network development program, road widening, primary roads, Maharlika Highway, from KO 288 plus 360 to KO 288 plus 609, and then KO 288 plus 631 to KO 288 plus 893, and then KO 291 plus 430 to KO 291 plus 820, and then KO 298 plus 248 to KO 300. The location of the project is in Bambang and Nueva, Vizcaya. Implementing Office, DPWH Regional Office 2. Funding source, FY 2025 GAA. ABC is 217,654,000. Brief project description, road construction length 2.6689 km or 5.3378 lane kilometer as per survey, with drainage and snow protection structures and road safety facilities. For the scope of works, we have facilities for the engineer, other general requirements, earthworks, sub-base and base courses, surface course, road bridge construction, drainage and slope protection structures, and then miscellaneous structures. For the contract duration, the total contract duration is 369 calendar days. For the eligibility requirements, required pickup license, size range of at least medium B, SLCC. Bidders should have completed a contract on major category of works with a construction cost of at least 50% of the ABC of the contract to be bid, which is equivalent to 108,827,000 pesos. For the major category of work, RCSPS, roads, construction, slope protection using structural measures, example, revetment, retaining structures, wirenet. For the similar categories of work, FCSPS, flood control, construction, is slope protection using structural measures, and then FHR, flood control, hydraulics, river control. For the project requirements, work experience requirements for the key personnel, again, the materials engineer should be accredited materials should be used to, and must be compliant to DPWH DO 98 series of 2016. For the minimum major equipment requirement, please refer to the big data sheets of the BD document or as shown in the it should be noted that for concrete batching plant must be accredited by the DRS and should be at least portable mechanical batching plant. Concrete mixture must be by weight as per DO 253 series of 2003. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sir Edwin. Any question? Yes, sir. Sir Elena.
Yung sa natin, yung sa operator ko, since now wala na yung part.
Okay. So, regarding dun sa batching plant, sir, ang location ng project is Vizcaya. So, when it comes to the accredited batching plant, it should be a certain proximity pa sa project. Meron na. With respect to our existing contractors implementing projects in Vizcaya.
Pati ngayon lang yung so previously yung requirements supposedly pero wala namang
ginagawa natin yung volumetric, hindi siya by weight.
Okay. But yung requirement na as per the OSM, and this is part of the equipment, no? Saan siya part? Requirement, eligibility requirement as to equipment. Okay, so we just highlight this because failure to apply with this will be the subject for disqualification. Are we supposed to include also the distance of the batching plant from the project site? O hindi na given? Hindi na. Basta...
yung initiative na ng mga ako yan.
So, are we now suggesting na... Hindi, pero based on the DO, may distance ba?
Practicality lang, kasi yung travel time, dapat sa time. Kung malayo, okay dapat.
So, even if accredited yung batching plant, if that is located naman in Isabela, hindi din siya compliant. So, can we suggest na we may be including the distance of the batching plant from the project site? So, Do we suggest it? Okay, and the location of the project here, dalawa, Magabag and Jadi. So, ang requirement sa Red Bill is at least 2. So, isa lang. Isa lang. Pero as to the proximity, can we now set the proximity so that we can issue the necessary bid bulletin with highlight? Kasi baka yung ibang contractors natin or participating bidders, baka hindi sila aware niya. Can we identify, ano ang, paano natin yan, i-work out that, specific na reviews?
Sa tingin ko sir, ang problema lang naman kung yung setting time ng COVID. So at least, yung contractor meron naman siyang method o dinadagdag ng mga additives. Sa tingin ko sa materials kung 45 minutes yata yung allowed. So kung sa Jadi sa Magabag, so dapat ang location ng batching plant niya nasa gitna ng kaya naman. So isa pa rin ang required siguro.
Okay, so we will be requiring only one batching plant, pero yung specific na location siya, anong...
Nasa gitna ng project siguro. Kasi magkatabi lang naman ng Jadi at sa
So kung if gagawin natin siyang requirement, ano yung magiging natin, workings? Kasi we will be issuing a bulletin in addition to this.
Gawin natin lang na yung computation kasi hindi natin ma-distinguish. Basta yung comply lang nila siguro yung requirement ng setting ng corporate report. Meron kasi yung sinasabi na ako ko Sir Joel, 90 days right? Ay, 90 minutes. So, additives na.
Pero yung ano sir, yung ito kasi, assuming today is the opening of this, they will be submitting yung bid nila. May propose ano kasi yun eh. Meron na silang propose course location of the batching plant. Wala pa actually. Kasi magsiset up kasi yan. So, i-check natin na yung propose na batching plant niya dapat in between Jadi and Magabag. So, yun na lang. Isa lang siguro. Pwede na. Pero natin mag-bid bulletin tayo to specify this. Tapos the location of the batching plant must be between Jadi and Magabag. Depende. Yan, construction methodology ni contractor kung saan.
Kasi bumabal na yung mga portable na sa weight na patching sila.
Pero hindi siya ginagawa yung mumupunin ng batching plant.
Pero yung by practice, kung saan na siya kung na-park, doon na siya. So, basta importante, it should be located. Hindi, may proposal lang naman sila, but during project implementation, it's up for the implementing unit na to monitor. So, we will be highlighting this, then we will be issuing the necessary bid bulletin. Okay? So, no more question for that particular contract. So, we proceed to the last contract. Contract ID 25B00133. Okay, to be presented by Engineer Mia.
For contract ID 25B00150, Rehab, with project name 001, Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System, Network Development Program, Construction of Bypass and Diversion Roads, Cagayan City Alternate Route, Governor D. Bridge, Isabela, located at Cagayan City, Isabela, with Implementing Office, DPWH Regional Office 2, with funding source FY 2025 JE. The approved budget for the contract is 36,161,010 pesos. The brief project description is the completion of bridge proper, span 1 to 4, completing of deck slab, sidewalk and railings, construction of approach slab A, and installation of roadway lighting. For the scope of works, we have other general requirements, earthworks, surface works, road bridge construction, drainage and storm protection structures, and miscellaneous structures. For the contract duration, we have net working days of 180 days, with 16 for the permit and workable days, 43 days, Sundays, and holidays, with a total contract duration of 239 calendar days. The eligibility requirements. The required vehicle license must be size range of at least medium grade. For the SLCC, the bidder should have completed a contract on major category of works with a construction cost of at least 50% of the EPC of the contract to be paid, which is equivalent to 18,080,505 pesos. For the major category of work, it's bridges construction, steel superstructure without piles. And for the similar category of work, we have bridges construction, steel superstructure with driven piles, bridges construction, steel superstructure with cast-in-place piles, bridge rehabilitation, steel superstructure with driven piles, bridges rehabilitation, steel superstructure with cast-in-place piles, bridges retrofitting, steel superstructure with driven piles, bridges retrofitting, steel superstructure with cast-in-place piles, bridges construction steel, bridges rehabilitation steel, bridges construction with board piles, bridges rehabilitation with board piles, and bridges rehabilitation with retrofit. For the project requirements, for the work experience requirements for the key personnel, it is shown on the screen, and it also emphasizes that the project engineer must be at least provisional project engineer for contract costing not more than 100 million, but with an aggregate cost of 500 million as per Section 3 of Department Order 148, Series of 2024. And for the materials engineer, it must be an accredited materials engineer 1 and must be compliant with the Department Order 98, Series of 2016, revised guidelines on the accreditation of contractors, consultants, materials engineer. For the minimum major equipment requirement, also shown on the screen, and also please refer to the bidding sheet of the bidding documents. But it is also noted that for the complete batching plan, it must be accredited by the Bureau of Research and Standards and must be at least portable or mobile batching plan. Complete which must be by me. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Any question? Doon po sa anim na ni-present, yung issue na na-erase ni Sir Emel kanina, applicable dun sa 6? O may mga identify nyo? Saan doon, sir? Sa particular
Wala pang laki. Parang nagayat sa 87.
o 87? I-check. Balik tayo sa 87. Ayan, ito sa
Pagkita mo kung nandun sa selected grade dati kasi so dapat sana
recorded. Tayo, punta ka sila sa yeah. Same, no? Okay, so sir lang, we will be adopting the same bid bulletin for 187. So dalawa, 133 and 130 and 87. Pertaining to the budget plan. Oh, yung 74. Yung 74. Check mo, doon sa equipment. Oh, sige. Sir lang, including 74.
pero tignan mo yung bid box yung quantity.
Ay, wait lang. Sorry, di ko yata na. Quantities.
Yung sa BFP.
Wait lang, sorry.
BFP ng BCC. So yung reklamo ni Mr. J, yung director na yung bakit bakit ngayon lang ito ano ko gawain ito during my administrator. Paano naman ang publishment ko ito? Sabi ito,
74.
Sabi niya,
Tama.
pero maganda yan.
Pero matagal na pala yung deal. Pwede din mo. Ay, pwede 2003. Magiging yun. So that will be a challenge to the PWG to check the budget plan, the proposal budget plan. Then for the implementing office to check if it will be complied with by the contractor, from bidder to contractor. So tatlo po no, 74, 87, and 130. Okay, any other question? Okay, hearing none, so we proceed to the second part, the presentation as to the requirements of the documents. This will be presented by Engineer Paved.
Thank you, Mr. Kerr. Good morning, everyone. Let's go to the technical and financial requirements. For the contents of the first envelope, which is the technical proposal, first is the eligibility requirements. Must be updated in the DPWH CWR. Bid security, list of ongoing and awarded, but not yet started government and private contracts. Project requirements, such as organizational chart for the contract to be bid. List of contractors key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their complete qualification and experience data. List of contractors construction and laboratory equipment. Pledge to the contract supported by proofs of ownership, lease agreements. And last list the omnibus sword statement. For the registration in the DPWH Civil Works Application, which is also known as CWA, if the bidder is not enrolled in the CWA, the bidder must submit its Class A and Class B documents, excluding the 5 Class A documents covered the PDF's registration certificate. If the bidder is enrolled in the CWA, update the pertinent documents in the CWA through the contractor profile application in the DPWH website. This is www.dpwh.gov.ph. The bid security shall include bid securing declaration or at least one other form enumerated below. Cash of cashier's manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, which is equivalent to 2% of the EBC. Bank Draft Guarantee Revocable LC, issued by universal or commercial bank, is also 2% of the EBC. Surety Bond Callable on Demand, issued by surety or insurance company, duly certified with Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security, which is equivalent to 5% of the EBC. For the second envelope, which is the financial proposal, was of signed bid form indicating the total bid price and configuration, signed bill of quantities with bid prices, detailed estimates including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with bid. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. For the bid evaluation shall be conducted in accordance with RA 9184 and its revised implementing rules and regulations. The post-qualification shall be conducted in accordance with RA 9184 and its revised implementing rules and regulations and other relevant department orders or policies, such as Department Order Number 127 Series of 2018, strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of post-qualification of leaders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. Number 2 is Department Order Number 09 Series of 2012, technical requirements for civil works projects for public bidding. Department Order Number 58 Series of 2012, inclusion of material data on the fence agreement of a bidder in his bid documents. Another is an Department Order Number 28, Series of 2024, with 3-star policy in the procurement of infrastructure, goods and consulting services contracts. The classification of offenses that triggers the 3-star policy is the withdrawal from the bidding process, submission of not participating letter or failure to submit a bid after purchasing the bid documents, submission of late bids without valid reasons as determined by the law, and submission of patent insufficient bid. Reminders also for the Department Order Number 110, Series of 2024, implementation of ISO 9001-2015, certification requirement for large A, medium B, and medium A contractors in the procurement of infrastructure projects of the department. The pickup size range large A, where the allowable range of contract cost is more than 300 million pesos, but less than 450 million pesos. Effectivity is January 1, 2025. For the pickup size range medium B, the allowable range of contract cost is more than 150 million pesos, but less than 300 million pesos. Effectivity is July 1, 2025. For the pickup size range medium A, the allowable range of contract cost is more than 30 million pesos, but less than 150 million pesos. Effectivity is January 1, 2026. The applicable contract ID numbers 25B00074, 25B00087, and 25B00130. For reminders, the deadline for submission of clarification shall be 10 days before submission of bids. Supplemental bid bulletins, if any, shall be posted in the Convergence and DPWH websites. Deadline for submission of bids is on July 16, 2025 until 10 a.m. For manual submission, Procurement Conference Room, 4th floor DPWH Regional Office 2, Extension Building 2, Regional Government Center, Cagayan City. For electronic submission, please submit on the electronic bids_r2@dpwh.gov.ph. The number of copy of the proposal is 1 original copy, sealed in an envelope. Date and place of opening of bids is on July 16, 2025, after the deadline of receipt of bids in the Procurement Conference Room, 4th floor, DPWH Regional Office 2, Extension Building 2, Regional Government Center, Cagayan City, Cagayan. For the bidding documents and plan, may be downloaded from the Convergence and DPWH websites. That's all, Mr. Chair. Okay.
Okay, so that concludes our private conference for these 6 particular contracts. Do you have any other matters to discuss? Okay, hearing none, may I request a motion for adjournment?
Mr. Chair, I move for the adjournment of this private conference.
Okay, so after the motion to be seconded, I now declare this private conference adjourned. So thank you for coming.